It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. The tight end Henry here in motion. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Thornton, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here's 3rd and 9. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 9 here.
from midfield. Here's Wentz.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He may go. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, back man.
Jackson will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. returned for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Forward!
21-0 our score after 1. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Murray looking to change the play here. Second and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll audible to something else. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Murray now. Short pass caught by Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Murray. That's out wide here for Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Easy. Pick it up. Biggest. Buzz.
Murray going to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. This will be caught downfield by Moore. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chargers, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Sunday. Sports Tokyo. Kill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Derrick Henry. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0.
Set to kick off.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side caught by Ridley. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Big X open, Big X open. I know sauce. Deuce.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On play action, it's Wentz. And this one too low.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10. Wentz. A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come back.
Now Ridley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
I know sauce. What's going on, guys? Shit. Hey, Ace.
To throw, it's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They run on first down with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deion Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and 2.
Straight 15, straight 15. What's this on?
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deion Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense, is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for
blitz coming, and down he goes. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Green, green, green.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll find more on the comeback route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray changing the play.
Hey.
2nd and 3. That pass complete to Moore. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw is Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, huh.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Coach. Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Ready.
Willis going to try to run it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, smash Broncos! 79 Broncos! Check, hurt.
Now Willis. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Being checked, and he's going to go down again.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
5-9, 5-9. Hey, kill. Here, sit. Here, sit. Wait, son.
Now Wentz. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Now a give. It's Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
108 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to solve